Hey everybody, welcome back to Mel's Board Game Room. So today I'm doing another unboxing, and this is a game that I ordered recently and arrived just last week, and that is Pyramid Arcade. So let me show you. There we go. There it is. So I attended FallCon 38 in August, and I was live streaming from that event, and as well as my friend Dave from the rathole.ca. And on his channel, we ended up doing a couple of live playthrough of a couple of games utilizing the Pyramid Arcade game, because Pyramid Arcade is a bunch of components. And there's a combination of 22 different games plus, because I think there's more that was done that's not like necessarily the rules aren't in the box, but you can find rules elsewhere. So 22 different games plus that you can play with this box. I've played 2 of them. We ended up playing, well, I'll point them out as I go through them. And after those plays, I was like, okay, I need these. Now, you can actually now buy some of these individual games separately in a smaller box, and you can buy that on its own, but I wanted this one, so I could have all of them, and now it's arrived, and I opened the box, and I was like, okay, this looks so good in there, so I've decided to do an unboxing. Let me show you what I mean. So let's open the box here. Perfect. And here's Pyramid Arcade. Now, this is a massive rule book because there are rules for 22 different games in here. Now, I believe that most of the games are, and I'll just kind of show you. See, you've got all of these rules in here. I think they're all, what is it called? Abstract strategy games. Or the ones that I've played definitely were abstract strategy games. Somebody had commented that they thought maybe it was a dexterity games, and I don't know if some of them are dexterity games. I'm not sure, but I think most of them, if not all of them, are abstract strategy games, which are so satisfying to play. And I'll just kind of show you. So they have in the rule book on here, you kind of just talks about, how it works, the components. If you have visibility issues, how scoring with pyramids, how that's going to work, kind of like different details of it. And then you get into the let's play. And they have black ice. And then that's kind of the first game that explained here. And then you have Color Wheel. Color Wheel was one of the ones that I was playing. We did a live stream on my friend's channel. And it was really interesting. And then so we have give or take, hijinks, so on. I'm just going to get to the next game that I had played on here, just kind of to show you. Homeworld is kind of a little bit longer. Ice Dice. We have Ice Towers. We have Launch Pad 23. We have Looney Duo, Lunar Invaders, Martian Chess. So Martian Chess is the one that after I played this one, I was like, okay, done. I need this. I want my own copy. You can buy Martian Chess as its own little whole game, but why would I limit myself to one game when I could have 22? So I decided to get a copy of this. I ended up calling I call it my local game store. They're not local to me. They're located in Edmonton. I live in Acme. It's 2.5 hours away. But I contacted Pimedaway and I asked, hey, any chance you can order this for me? And then they were able to. And sometimes I have friends or my husband will go in Edmonton regularly, but I didn't have anybody going anytime soon. So I was like, hey, any chance we can ship it to me? And then we did that as well. So well worth it. Thank you so much for Pimedaway for that. So I'll put the rule book aside and let's have a look at the components. So first of all, we have this player board. So this is one that we used for Martian Chess. And if you flip it over, we have a map, and this is one that's ruled for another game or possibly more games. And it's possible that the Martian Chess one is used for more, but you have these 2 board games that are used for different games. So we have that. Then we have this plastic board, and it kind of says, Pyramid Arcade on there. I'm showing it to you, but I don't know if it's going to show. Oh, there you go. You can kind of see it's engraved with a Pyramid Arcade on here. And it's a grid. And It's just a 5x5 grid. So some games will require this. I don't know which one, but it's nice, sturdy pieces. Then we have the one, and this was like a color wheel that we had used in that one game. So then you have kind of laying down pieces in there. So we have this one as well. And this is where I stopped. I was like, okay, wait, stop. I want to do an unboxing of this because how good does this look? This looks so cool. Check it out. How everything it fits in here so well. I love it. I absolutely love it. So we have these little pyramids and they come in all bunch of different colors. So we have like red, orange, yellow, green, purple, black, blue. I kind of call it turquoise. I think they call it cyan, clear, and then white. And then if you open one of them, there's actually 3 sets in each one because they all stack inside of each other. And then if you look closely, they have a little notch on there to show like its value. So this one has 3 notches, this one has 2 notches, and the small one has a 1 notch. So you can kind of quickly see the value of that pyramid as well. So that all fits inside of each other here. Now, another thing that's really cool is this deck of cards, the Pyramid Arcade cards. And then let me show you why these are so cool. Is because you have all of these different cards. It kind of has like a 70s retro style art to it, and I do like that quite a bit. But this has all of the different games explained in here. So this is Petal Battle. It has a quick introduction. Your pieces represent insects fighting over a flower. Take over half of the petal to win. And it tells you in the bottom, like, this is a fast game. Complexity is medium. It's for 2 players, and you're going to need 24 of the different pyramids for this. Then we have Martian Chess, which was such an amazing game. So Martian Chess, it's kind of like chess, but your pieces change ownership as soon as you attack with them. It's a medium duration, medium complexity, 2 players, and you get 9 pieces each. And this one was so cool because you have your pieces, depending on the size of the pieces, how they're going to move. And you're playing chess. So you're moving your pieces until you can capture another piece. And then when it makes it past the middle line and it goes into the other side, then it's no longer your piece. It's the other player's piece. And it was such a brain burner trying to figure out the strategy without thinking traditional chess. In fact, this game made my top 9 brain burner games, which is our top 9 list that we just did on my podcast, The Board Game Specialist, recently. This one made the list. It's like, it's so satisfying to play chess, but then like, okay, now wait, that's not my piece anymore. Oh, wait, that's putting my other pieces in danger. Like it, and kind of, because chess, a good chess player can think multiple moves ahead. I'm not a good chess player. I will think 1, maybe 2 moves ahead. But with Martian Chess, you have to think ahead and I absolutely love it. It was so good. So we have Ice Tower. We have Lunar Invaders, Twin Win, and all of the games have it quickly. So you can kind of base on, your time commitment or how complex you want to get in the game. You can kind of pick the card, or you could just give it a shuffle and be like, all right, we're playing and we're going to be playing. Well, let me put it over here. We're playing Ice Tower. So you could just kind of utilize it for that. I thought that was cool. Perfect. What else do we have in here? We have these Looney Labs playing card. And I think this is cool because first of all, they're square. And I am liking that. Now, I haven't even opened these yet, so they're in shrink in here. So let's open this and have a look. And they're like a deck of cards. They're just a regular deck of cards. Oh, that's cool. I'm a huge card game fan. I especially I have like a lot of deck of cards. I don't know why. You need like a couple, right? But I think I have like 30 decks of cards. I'm Acadian. We play our card games, so I do like that. I especially like cribbage, but a square deck of card, I don't own that. I might be pulling this out of the game to play, but yeah, look at it. You got, it's a regular traditional deck of cards. Oh my God, how amazing is this? Okay, I'm going to be pulling these out to play with. It's like to shuffle so well. I love the size. Some games, obviously, I understand then is going to include the need for a deck of card. The fact that these are square just makes it that much more special in my opinion. So we have decks of cards in here. Then we have this little deck of cards, and that's for, I'm assuming, another game. So it does have the twin win on here, which is one of the games that's in this game, and they'll do so. It looks like this is only for that. And then you have different options. So on this card, it shows the color. So Tjan is the one that I call turquoise, and it's how it is. This is nest, is when they're all stacked inside of each other, Russian doll style. The tree is when they're all stacked on top of each other, kind of creating a tree look. So they've got those two, and then each color represented in here. So somehow, I don't know how, but this is part of a game because I haven't played this version yet. I haven't looked into it. Then we also have some dice. A lot of games actually utilizes dice, and then they utilize dice in different ways. So we have these dice here. These look cool. So some have like colors or symbol. I guess this one with whoops, I'm going to drop them. And then you have some that has like the size of the pyramid in there. Some are just regular dice. Some have different shapes. So some of the dice are going to, or games are going to use these dice in different ways. Then I have another little one here. Oh, yes. And this one was interesting because I've been watching some tutorial on how each different of the 22 games play, and it looks really cool. I'm going to have to cut into this. All right. And one of them is kind of like a movement game. You roll the dice, you need to mimic that action, either with your pieces or the middle pieces, and the goal is to get your pieces and the middle pieces to be in the same position, pointing the same way, and then you would utilize this dice with this one. So it has aim, hop, swap, dig, tip, and it has all these different, and that's how you're going to manipulate the pieces. And you're trying to manipulate the pieces to get yours to match what's in the middle, or maybe to get what's in the middle not match the other player if they're about to win. So that was one game that looked really interesting, and I'm excited to give it a try. Then we have Pyramid Arcade bag, because sometimes there's things that you need to draw out of the bag. I want to point out, look how big this bag is. Like my hand is like half the bag. My husband has humongous hands, and a lot of draw bags in games, he can barely fit in here. This, he'll get in here. So nice draw bag. That's amazing with the Pyramid Arcade logo on there. Then we have a metal coin. I'm not sure which game is going to require metal coin. Is a metal coin truly necessary? But I love the look of it, and I'm glad I have this metal coin. This looks so cool. All right. Then we have a sticker, the Starship Captain sticker. And then we have a few more little boards. And actually, I was looking into, and I hadn't opened the box yet. And I was watching some tutorial, and they were showing a bunch of player boards. I was like, I didn't see that at the top of the box. But there's a lot of different boards on here. So we have this one here. And this on that side. So I don't know how these are all used or which games they're going to be used for, but we have a lot of different options here. So these are all you're going to use like the different combination of these components to play part of these 22 games. And I say 22 plus because there are indication that you can look up other games that might not be in the rule books that you can play. But this is it, guys. This is Pyramid Arcade. And I think the value is so worthwhile because the few games that I've got to play and a couple of games I got to look into are nice, robust, great games that you could purchase to have as a single abstract strategy game. But then if you get the Pyramid Arcade, you get all of them in one. So you can take just this one. If you're going to be traveling and you want to have some games, you only need to take this one and you have a nice big variety of games. Or, going to an event is just lowers your load. Or if you're just starting your board game collection and you're limited in space, which I was when I first got started in collection, I'm not in that boat anymore. I've taken over 2 whole rooms. My collection's over 1,000 games. But if you're starting, this is a great way to get a lot of variety into your game. I love that. So be sure to check it out, Pyramid Arcade. Thanks so much for tuning in. Bye, everybody.